beautiful people, beautiful souls. Once again, it is your awakened queen. Welcome, welcome, awakened queen 333. I'm about to chat, right? Change happens all the time, right? I think I'm going to go to Nubian goddess or something like that. Nubian goddess, right? Feeling that space opening up. Welcome, welcome. Y'all tap on outside with a queen. Stay hydrated. It is hot out here, right? What is everybody doing? How is everyone doing? How is everyone surviving this weather? It is kind of treacherous in some areas. I know some areas had some tornadoes and there was some fires and there was a lot of things going on with the planet right now. You know, we are in a retrograde kind of, and I believe the full moon was in Cancer. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me. But if you are an astrology buff and you go research those things for yourself, right? Well, the Queen is outside in my space doing what I do, checking out this beautiful, beautiful sun, just getting it in. It is hot out here. Don't ask me the degrees. I do not know. You know, I can't smoke in my apartment, so I have to come outside. Just saying, right? Welcome, welcome. Y'all tap on in outside with a queen. Make sure you grab you something to sip on, some water, some tea, coffee if it be, a drink, whatever, a frozen daiquiri. Grab you something to sip on and tap in with Queen. It is a nice breeze out here blowing right about now. How is everybody's afternoon going? I don't hear too many birds right now, but the birds will be tapping in. You know, they usually gather in this area for some strange reason. They do. Right? Tap in, beautiful souls. It is a wonderful breeze blowing right about now. We have a breeze blowing where you're at. Are you tapped into that breeze, right? Amazing, phenomenal. Thank you, Grateful West, for the new day and, for Spirit giving us vision on this new day to see the greenery, the sunshine, to share the love. Welcome, 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 beautiful people. Welcome. And I ain't been feeling too good lately. I'm sure it's the retrograde going on or something going on with astrology, meteorology, something going on that is throwing me kind of off. That just shutting down on a few things, got other platforms. I've been just not tapping in. I've just been doing my own thing, listening to music, zoning out, meditating, spending time with the Most High God, spending time with myself, going within, changing some things that are not working for me, right? Right. What are you working on these days? What are you tapping into? Have you tapped into the space of growth, expansion? And we have there's plenty of room in you. There's plenty of space for you to reconstruct, recreate, reinvent, reconnect. A lot of people doing a lot of reread things, and sometimes you just gotta shut down, and that's what I've been doing lately is shutting down. I ain't been on all my platforms. I've just been, drinking, waking up, sipping my tea or coffee, and just tapping into myself and the Most High God, my higher conscience, right? But all the work pays off in moments like this when we're tapping into ourselves, right? Connecting with Spirit Source, Most High God. All the work I've done in the past pays off now, because I know how to tap in, right? What's the weather like where you are? Is it hot? You got any shade, any trees, or anything like that? Thank you for tapping in, beautiful souls. Y'all be sure to share this live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot of people are irritated. The weather has got people irritated. You know what? We hold a space of love, of peace, right? Of a sound mind. People want to take us there these days, right? Especially with the weather like it is. It's you can get very irritable within minutes. That's why you have to protect your energy at all times. Go within, do some rituals, some mantras, whatever you need to do to change the space that you're in, right? Yeah. I've been having to do a lot of work, and I'm single, so I have a lot of alone time that I can tap in and figure out some different tactics, right? And I love sitting out here. Some people be like, well, can you sit out? I love sitting out in the warm, as long as I'm not in the direct sunlight. And then again, I don't mind that either. I'm just as dark as I want to be, and I ain't so dark that I'm shining black like purple black, right? But I'm a nice brown black, just saying, and representing that Nubian in me, I am that Nubian goddess, thinking about changing that name that I have, that that space I've been holding of awakened Queen 333. I feel something is opening, a portal, a dimension is opening, a level is opening for me to tap into and upgrade, right? Upgrade. Hey, Michael, welcome. It is beautiful weather out here. I'm thinking it's probably about 90, 99. I'm not for sure. Welcome, though, right? Thank you, Mr. Bones. Welcome. Welcome to you, kings. You gods. Welcome, welcome. Tapping in. I am out here feeling all of this, just in a wonderful, amazing space right now. And it's a wonderful breeze blowing. And I've just got out of meditation about 30 minutes ago. But I was out here. I've been out here for a good while and I'm about ready to go back in. How's the weather where you guys are? Right, right. I don't know. Um, yeah, every time somebody approaches me, I'm like a little bit on guard. And I was just telling my son the other day that I'm needing to, because I'm always not here in 3D. I'm not here on in this dimension. I'm somewhere else, and I've got to take the time to shut some things down because I be in there, right? I be zoned out, not just high smoking weed, but in a space of bliss, of just in my mind, in my thoughts, in my ideas, my creativity, things flowing. I'm an artist, I'm a cook, I'm a designer at some things, you know what I'm saying? Um, Elevation is the level I'm expanding to. But, and so I'm changing up some things about me. I'm working on some silence. Maybe I need to attend some silent treatment retreats, right? Yeah, and get me to a space of, because I had a conversation with somebody, just was it yesterday, I believe, and we were just talking, but they wasn't doing all the talking. It was more like me. But when you have a passion about something, you go into depth about it, you go into speaking about it. And I'm like, hey, I'm a spiritual being, and this person was in a church. Okay, nothing against church people, love church people, was there once myself. My mama raised me like that, right? But since then changed, grown, expanded, doing some different things. But this person was avid about their church, come visit me, da 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 da. I said, well, thank you for the offer, and if you singing, I'll come see you. But other than that, I ain't trying to come to hear the preacher, the pastor. I'm not trying to do that type thing. You know what? They got their own agenda of what to give you and things like that. And I don't even believe they be giving us the whole word, right? Because once we awaken and understand who we are, then everything, all those parables are broken down. You start to make sense. The consciousness starts to open up, expand wider, and knowledge and wisdom starts to come into you, and you start to knowing things, right? So I'm working on me. Silence for me, not for everybody. Everybody has their own journey, right? I don't know. Everybody has their own journey that they're on. I talk a lot. Y'all see me come on here, but if you were sitting right here, I'd be having a whole little session with you about life, period. About why we're needing to go within and expand and change some things up. Because I'm a talker, I'm an avid talker. I talk, talk, talk. But that's like a passion in me. But I'm needing to quiet down a little bit. I don't need to give everybody all of that energy that I dispense. Everybody's not wanting to hear what I've got to say for real. A lot of people don't, and they're in their own space, doing their own thing. But I'm just trying to guide, point, direct them to elevation. And I just get that yada da. I just get the regurgitating everything that's in me, that spirit, the Most High God wants me to say, right? I ain't saying, I don't beg them to come over to this side. I don't beg them to be spiritual, cutting off all the other things. But as you start to cut off and quick um, intermediate thing, and I was telling my son, I was telling my son the other day that I'm needing to calm down a little bit. And I'm outside and I ground and do those things too, right? Um, yeah, I'm needing to bring me down some notches. Sometimes I be so spasmodic about this bliss that I live in. I be bouncing off walls with the excitement, with the things I see, and I don't just see the 3D realm. I'm multi-dimensional, so I can see other things, other aspects, other spaces, right? So, but the silence thing is me quieting my spirit down, quieting myself down. And my spirit is so, my spirit. And it's not an ugly spirit. My spirit is beautiful, wonderful, magnificent. It is that spirit, that spark of God that lives within us all. That's the spirit I'm talking about, right? And it just be on one, right? Because I'm just so energetic when I'm talking about the Most High God and how things can change for you. But everybody don't want to line up that way. Everybody has their way, and I leave them where they're at. Especially a lot of my family believe that. A lot of my family, we were raised Christian. We were raised in the earlier years. It was Baptist. You know what I'm saying? When we were younger, and my aunties and grandmas them was around, we were Baptist, Southern Baptist, right? Southern Black Baptist. Let me say that. But then my mom, we moved from one state to another. She joined a church, whatever. We became um, Christians, and I followed along for a long time. I did. Thankful, grateful, blessed for the space my mom held at that time and what she taught me and my siblings. And all of that was like a stair step, a door opening that she was inner giving us this information. This with we didn't know that a lot of this shit is bull. I'm not talking about the Bible and God and Jesus. I'm talking about government and higher ups, elites, and things like that, right? That have conditioned us to be a certain way, you know, do a certain thing, traditional, right? And I was telling my son, just a matter of fact, I was just telling him I got to be more down to earth. I stopped watching the news a long time ago, some years ago. I stopped watching TV like that. Now I watch YouTube, of course. I go check me out, and I have other people I follow and subscribe to and all of that. I need mentorship too, just like I get it from on high, but he directs me, guides me, points me to whom I need to connect with, right? Are you feeling that connection, that spirit guide? God Almighty directs you, points you in the way you should go? Are you feeling any of that? I hope so. I pray that you are. And so I have nothing but time, because I'm not in time, of course, but I have nothing but time to come out and sit and sup, commune, ground, do all those things, meditate, spend time in nature, insects, connect, because everything is connected, right? We're all connected. We're all one. We're different networks, different streams, that all are aiming for the one that connects us all, right? That connects us all, right? So, whatever path or journeys that you guys are on, know that you're not alone. Know that we are all connected. Know that you are a reflection of the person sitting next to you. Everything might not be vocal, public, that they're going through in either of you. But know that the Most High God is watching over you, is protecting you, is sending you visions, thoughts, all of that, you know? And I'm doing some work on me. I'm working on me for the better me, for the better version, right? Because there is a better version in us all. So I'm doing some recreating. I'm doing some dipping, some dapping, right? And it's a solo journey. A lot of people don't want to be connected with me. Why do you think that? Yeah. Why do you think that? Because the journey is personal. That's why. Right, Edward? Right, Michael? The journey is personal. I don't know. The journey is personal. Everybody is on a personal journey, personal paths. Everybody. I used to think everybody's was. It was one. We were supposed to do. Everybody was supposed to do the same thing. How goofy was I? Huh? How was I? But my mom taught me. So I ain't saying she was slow. I'm just saying you follow what you're taught. It's like a pattern. You know, I watch a lot of nature things, and they show the animals out in the jungles in Asia and Africa, and they when they have a baby or something, they show the baby a certain, or the baby watches the parent, the mother, father, the siblings, and so we learn by example, right? Who's your example? Who's showing you? Who's teaching you now? You know, who's showing you? Who's teaching you? Who's directing you? Who's guiding you? I think it was my ego when I was younger. I believe it was my ego. Now it's my spirit that's guiding me. Thankful, grateful, blessed that I have awakened to this space, that I'm aware that I can change anything I choose to in my life. Are you aware of that? You should be. You should be aware of that. That you are capable to accomplish anything you set your mind to. A lot of us, were so in such a dark space at one time. And I'm going to be real with y'all that I had thought about taking my life. And that's some real shit. My son's, Mama, why you be talking about that? That was some real. That was some real. Thankful, grateful, blessed for the life I have now, the space I'm in now. Because then it was suffering, it was lack, no control, self control. What self control? I was on drugs, alcohol, I was promiscuous, I was doing all types of things, right? All types of shit. Doing me as a young lady. Now I'm 60, I'm all of 60. Thankful, grateful, blessed for where I am today. Feeling amazing, feeling phenomenal, right? Thankful, that I even made it to this space to be able to speak to you guys, right? Welcome, Sam. A lot of people celebrated 4th of July and Juneteenth and all that. I no longer celebrate those things. I don't. I celebrate me on a daily. I celebrate the Most High on a daily. I no longer contribute to the world's celebration of their holidays or the shit that they threw at us, right? I know how to go within me, spend time with the Most High by myself. I'm just saying, I know there's a journey, there's a process, there's a procedure, all of that. I've done that, you know, and I'm reaping phenomenal benefits. Now, do I have a lot of money? Am I rich? In God's eyes, I am. Right? Hey, Stacy. Blessings. Yeah, I'm rich in my Father's eyes. My Father is limitless, and I am His daughter. The Nubian goddess here. I am His daughter. Windows of heaven opened up, blessing that I can't even contain. That I want to come on here and share the knowledge, the wisdom with you about going within you and spending time with the Most High, not on the outside, not at the church, with you. Know that you are that spark. Know that you were created in the image of Almighty God, the Most High God. You weren't given that information that you were royalty, that you were crowned, right? You got to know who you are. You've got to do the research and study for yourself and find out your lineage. You know, you know, a lot of I was telling my son, me and my son do talk, I guess. I be thinking we don't talk enough, but we do talk. I was just saying, a lot of young people don't know who their great grandmothers were, or great grandfathers, aunts, great aunts and uncles. They don't know because they haven't taken the time to inquire, right? But a lot of families are mixed. My family is mixed, right? I've got black, I got white, I've got Irish in my family, right? I've got some Indians, I've got some native. Yeah, got a lot of that mixed in my family. So, but nobody's pure. Yeah, but and there's a but there, right? And then there's a big but. But like I said, we all slack up on the knowledge and wisdom of the family tree. Who was great Aunt Becky? You know. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you so much. I know I am, but I had to get there to know I am. Was called ugly, was called grandma, was called Satan, was called Lucifer, was called everything but beautiful. Relationships and all of that. But I had to get to the space of loving myself for who I am and for what I am, right? And I am that goddess, I am that queen, I am that witch, I am that warlock, I am whatever you consider me to be because I am everything, right? The Most High is everything, right? So if I'm a spark, if I'm created in the image, know that I'm everything. Know that you are everything. You just got to tap into that space and hold it. Everything is so beautiful over here. That's why I'm saying I'm always not here in this 3D dimension. I'm always really somewhere else. Multidimensional. I astral project. I leave this space, this sphere, and go other spaces, and visit my mother that lives in another state. Be with my children in their thoughts. I'm everywhere. Right. And know that you've been given this power. You possess this power, but you've got to tap in. Continue to follow your awakened queen, 333, Nubian goddess. Continue to follow me. I'm giving you some knowledge. I'm giving you some wisdom. I'm giving you some guidance. And it's for you to tap in. I'm not forcing anybody. I'm not twisting anybody's arms, right? It's on a want basis. I wanted to awaken. Thankful, grateful, blessed that I was chosen, right? And I think it was at the time. Let's get a little deep here. When it was at the time I was trying to leave the planet, leave the body, leave all of that, and spirit, Almighty God said, "No, we're not doing that." And I believed I was pulled back, snatched back from that dimension of death, right? And given an assignment. It was like phenomenal. I was like, what the hell just happened to me? But years ago, I didn't know why I went through all the things I went through. I did not know. And just, I'm saying within the last 5 years, now I understand the process. Now I understand why I had to go through what I went through. And that it was to, be able to experience some things. And we have to experience some things in order to be able to guide, direct, point somebody somewhere, right? You've got to be able to have experienced it yourself. Spiritual awakening. Spiritual is about being outside in nature. I just pop on and my third eye is open. I've experienced the Kundalini rising. I've experienced a lot of things. I've experienced dimensional. I'm multi-dimensional. There's a lot of things going on in my life, and sometimes I'm a little nervous to get on here because a lot of people, and why am I worried about a lot of people, right? Don't understand what I'm trying to say. Now, the people that understand or can relate, things what I'm saying are familiar, this is for them. If you don't understand, if you're not understanding about spiritual awakenings, awakening period, self-realization, those type things, right? That we tap into. It just don't happen. You have to have a want to really understand Now, do I have everything worked out? Hell no, I don't. Stacy, I don't. Working out a lot of things. Now, I'm working on my feelings. I'm working on some things. You know what? I'm not, yeah, I'm working on some things. Let's leave it at that. What are y'all working on? Are you working on self improvement, self growth? Are you working on anything? Are you just still being a busybody off in other people's shit? Tending to other people, people pleasing, and all of that? Are you still doing that? I was a doormat for a long time. I was a doormat. People stepped on me, used me, abused me, neglected me, fucked over me, right? Relationships, people, places, and things, right? But I've learned to take control of my life now, of my destiny, perhaps, maybe, right? Tuned in to the frequency that is God, right? My higher conscious self. How many of y'all are consciously woke? you know, and not downing anybody if you're not. In time, you will receive your portion, right? You will receive your portion. I received mine some years ago, and it took a while for me to come out and say that, I see dead people. It took a while for that I see spirits, that so whatever they're putting in your face, believe a lot of this. Don't be just like, oh, that don't exist. That's not real, and that's not happening, because shit is happening every day, right? Right in front of you. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not familiar with what's going on in the world. Is in the presidential thing. I'm not connected. I'm not about the weather. I was on YouTube going through it and saw that some things, the weather was tripping, and the heat, tornadoes, fires and all of that, people dying from the heat. And so, this is life, but you've got to be a little bit more wiser as you go within. As you go within, as you tap within, there's a wisdom that comes, right? There's a wisdom and a knowledge that you will know the difference. You won't always make a bad decision. I was a bad decision maker back in the day, but now there are so many signs before me that shows me the right way, and all I got to do is say, okay, I accept that. That's what I'm gonna do, right? That's for me, though. That's how it works for me. You have to tap into what works for you, right? You have to tap into what works for you. And so, like I said, that is my job right there, is to encourage you for a new day. Tomorrow's the new day, but we're in the present. We're in the now. We're right here in the moment, right now, right? And you are in charge of you. You are in control of you, not the government, not the world system. I still operate in some of the shit, because I'm just used to it, right? And I guess there would be other ways to do things, and I do. I rely solely on God Almighty, my heart, my higher self, to reveal things to me on a daily. And like I said, it unfolds, it flows right before me. My life does. My life does. Mind blowing at times, because I'm like, how did that happen? How did that happen? Master manifester that I am. I was sitting here, back in old days, they used to talk about the hands itching and shit like that. And that some money's come in. My hand was just itching just tremendously after I meditated just a minute ago. It was itching. But you know what? We have eyes in the palms of our hands too, not just on the third eye. We have eyes in all of the receptors of our bodies. There are portals. Let me say that can feel, see, receive knowledge, information, frequency, vibration, all of that, right? And I get a lot of my knowledge. There was something crawling on me. I'm sorry, I dropped. I dropped y'all. There was a ant crawling on me. I'm out here in nature, though, right? I'm connected to everything, right? I am. And just watched a movie the other night about Jungle. Have y'all seen that movie Jungle with that Radcliffe guy that played in Harry Potter, I think that. But he had there was some fire ants in that, and the fire ants he had they bit the shit out of him. Let me say that. So this little red ant just now attached itself to me, and I just kind of brushed it off like that, right? Right. How you doing? Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna drop y'all. But just on here, just doing that, Stacy. How are you? And what did you pop in for, Stacy? Can I ask that? Michael, Edward, what did y'all pop in for? To see the Queen? Well, the Nubian goddess changing some shit up. I'm going to be changing some things up. I'm going to start more adoring my forehead with eye and some more jewels up here and wear them on the daily. I hadn't even really gotten into it. It just started putting one or two up, you know. But I'm feeling encouraged to become this goddess. I'm feeling encouraged to blossom. I'm feeling encouraged to be more than, just ordinary. And that's, I'm a goddess, right? You got to know the feeling that goes along with that. There's a feeling within me that generates a frequency of goddess, right? Oh my God. And I have my times that a little bit, like I said, yesterday was my sister's birthday. I don't know if I said that or not, but July 10th was her birthday. And she died 2015, okay? And she lives vicariously through me. So I was telling people on Facebook, on other platforms, if you see me just really flamboyant, know that it's she, that it's her living through me. But I am her and she is me, right? We are a reflection of each other, right? Wow. Amazing. Phenomenal. I want to thank y'all guys for being here. I think I'm about to go in. I think I done baked enough, right? I think so. Thank you for following the channel. Thank you for tapping in. And a lot of the time I'm having fun, Stacy. I'm having fun dancing, singing, doing musical shit, moving my old body because I am all of 60 years old. 60 years young, let me say that. I am all of 60 years and feel good. Just had open heart surgery just last year. And so I'm in a phenomenal space right about now, right? Thankful, grateful, blessed for life itself, right? Right, So it is what it is. I want to thank you guys for tapping in and sitting here and feeling this breeze with me because it's nothing like it. Just the peace and the calm and the quiet, right? I love you, Edward. I love you, Michael. I love you, Stacy. I love you. Whoever tapped in, know that I love you. And I want to thank you for tapping in. Sometimes you may not know what a queen is talking about. But like I said, if you are connected, if things resonate, are familiar with you, and they feel comfortable, then let's go. Let's do that, right? Know that I love you and I love you first. I would never guide you in a bad way. Never that. Never that. But I love you. I love you first. Have a wonderful, amazing Thursday. And I will see you soon.